think this is probably the best way I should ever start my videos from this point forward. Starting off with a fire or an explosion, what are the two? I think it's just too great, too great. So, welcome back everybody to another episode of Anno 1800. I've been doing a little bit of work. I say that quite a few times, don't I? Well, here's one thing that I've come to understand. Being consistent with your work is not only with posting, it is also with who you are as well as what you say. And if I don't back up what I say, then I shouldn't be saying it at all. But in this particular instance, I did indeed work a decent amount with the game. Not too much, just enough. And what I've actually been doing is really focusing here on Navarra's might, because I want to let everybody know that I forgot about one really cool ornament this game had to offer that could be fantastic, and would be, actually, I shouldn't say could be, would be fantastic on Rantium itself, and that is mosaic paving. That is actually an idea that was brought forward by Patrick in the comment section, and I'm like, okay, I need to get to work on this, and I let him know I was going to get to work on it. So essentially the way to get the mosaic paving is by letting your World's Fair essentially work. So as you can see, perfect timing. I've been having all four of the islands that actually have a World's Fair going right now. They've constantly been working to get some more mosaic paving. I'm planning on phasing out the regular paving for the mosaics. I think that's going to look a lot nicer, right? I'm also planning on having like forum type districts in Rantium at certain points, and I think that's what I want to start working on today. As well as I wanted to talk about Navarra's Might, which this is a place that I have been working on as well, whilst those have been also doing their thing. As you can see here, the elevators are definitely a problem. Okay, they are so needed on UNRM, it is insane. And that is just because a good majority of what I'm actually bringing into the island is being brought forward with the use of elevators. But the thing about it is, right, a good majority of the goods that they require is already full up. Like the tailored suits, the bobbins, the boots, canned food, seafood stew, all that good stuff. So for the most part, they have everything they need, okay? The only thing is that there are certain things like the telephones that I still have not gone forward and actually researched that thing for every single one of these town halls, along with goods consumption reductions, which I probably set to do in this particular episode. That would drastically reduce the amounts that we need to bring in. So for right now, we are essentially still in the balancing act of trying to get this particular island okay-ish. Like here's another delivery of elevators going in. There's 300 right over there. But the cool thing is, right, that I figured if I were to micro this chain a little bit, I would be able to pull it off for the time being. So what I did is I went ahead and built up this third complex of steam motors, and it does already have the specialists necessary for it to work. With these three online, I only needed to pause 2 of the elevator factories, and we're still producing 110 elevators per minute. Okay, that's still really freaking fast. Along with that, the wood veneers started to struggle, so we had to go ahead and build a secondary complex over here of wood veneers. Now, we are overproducing a bit on wood veneers to the point that we actually have full output storage. However, the most crucial aspect of this whole little production chain happening here on Navarra's Might is steel. Steel is both needed for the steam motors as well as the elevators. So that means that we are going through a lot of steel, which brought about this little design over down here. I want it known that the previous episode, we actually said we needed around 40 some odd of these guys. I was wrong. Okay, I was very wrong, actually. If I had built 40 over here, we would have had a lot more problems than benefits. So, I think for the long term, this one section is going to be fine. The reason for that is there are 4 specialists in here that are working very hard to get this thing going, and each one of these are producing steel once every 7 seconds. Yes, we probably will have a plethora of explosions over here, but we've gone ahead and pre-planned with some lovely fire stations. So right now, with all these said and done, we are producing 145, which is still not enough to satisfy the demand, of course, but it is still good enough to kind of keep that balancing act going in order to allow the elevators to constantly build up. And we are also bringing in some via imports to help with that. So we have some iron and coal inputs coming. We also still do have a steel import coming, which is kind of redundant to a point, but at the same time, I'm like, well, if I only focus on those guys over down there, I 100% would run out of steel. So right now, I'm kind of balancing these two, and we're still bringing in brass because we're going to need some brass. And this ties into the next little channel suggestion provided to me by Alex. Alex ticked a very, very good box when it came to me, and that is the incorporation of an Elder Scrolls reference being the numidium. You guys don't know what the numidium is. It was a large Dwemer construct that was essentially harnessed by Tiber Septim later on and was used to defeat the Altmer. Oh, yeah. Oh, I love my Elder Scrolls lore so much. And essentially what it is a big dwarven centurion. If you guys have ever played Elder Scrolls or Elder Scrolls Skyrim primarily, that's where you're going to see them a lot. They are pretty much constructs that have a power core, and those particular machines run on automation to a point. But I mean, there's a very there's deep lore that suggests that a lot of those power cores are actually Falmer slaves, former Falmer slave souls that were actually put into those particular power cores. The more you know. So we are going to be building an island somewhere, and we're going to be naming it the Numidium. I don't know where it'll be quite yet. What I'm actually thinking about is... Oh, this is actually done. Perfect. We need to get some more refined architecture. Thank you very much. There's an additional 30. And I'm going to set you to task once again, doing the exact same thing. Thank you. What I'm actually thinking as the place for the numidium is going to be here being the rupture. I'm not entirely certain on it yet because brass is something that we're going to need all over. So if we harness the power of the rupture and turning it into the numidium, it's actually in a decent spot to be delivered all the way over here to Isengard, which does have a brass surplus, so that's not a big deal. But the place that we need brass the most, excuse me, that was difficult to say. The place that we require brass the most is actually going to be on Navarra's Might for the steam motors, because I can bring them in, and that's not a problem. But the fact of the matter is, he touched on like Elder Scrolls, and I got to do it. In order to get these two, and this is, I'm gonna say this last little bit, and then we're gonna head back over to Rantium for the continuation of the build. These two elevator factories are gonna remain paused until we can actually balance out this last section, and that should be fine, I think. What we would ideally like to see is that all these elevator factories are going to be working at maximum efficiency. We might even consider getting rid of this central section where the roads are in favor of actually putting another one, depending on how much surplus we even have of steam motors. Because again, these things are working once every 16 seconds, and these guys are producing elevators once every 5 seconds. So these things are the fastest on the island, and they're just going through all these steam motors like no tomorrow. Additionally, Patrick has mentioned that he would like some of Prosperity's oil supply to be sent over here to Navarra's Might to assist us, and that is what we have happening right now. So right now, Prosperity's oil is also supplementing what we're bringing in from other sources, and I thank you very much for that. Now, going on to Rantium itself. Love to see this island, as always. Let's get some more in the mosaic. I don't know where Bob is. I think he might be having a little discussion with our Empress today. I think I might have pushed my luck a little bit too far. But we'll see. What we would like to do is upgrade these guys to engineers from now. And then what I'm planning on is these guys, these guys in these two islands here are going to be regular investor homes. And then from this point onward is going to be where we have a lot of our skyscrapers. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade these guys a little bit to investors. And what the heck do you want from me now? Wow. Okay, well, you know what? I just, actually, no. Get rid of that. I actually want you to publish that one. I kind of want to reduce the goods consumption, really. So let's just go ahead and put that in. Also helps with balancing out the propaganda a little bit. Gonna go ahead and upgrade these guys and these guys as well. So we have a whole bunch of investor homes over here. Now let's see which one of the... Let's see if I can fix this. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Let's see which one of the skins would best fit this spot. So we're definitely not going to go with steampunk. At least I don't think I want to go with steampunk. Brick is not bad. The nightlife is okay. Colorful skins. That seems to be a good one. So how is this done again? I completely forgot. Click and hold shift over building area. Hold down alt while selecting an area applied with the previous skin. Okay. So. Nah. Yeah. That's... I still messed it up. Isn't that fantastic? So let's go ahead back to the colorful. I think the colorful is probably better. Yeah, I like that one. So it's shift. There we go. It's shift. All right. Now I understand. When will I utilize this anymore? I said shift. What the hell? God dang it. Why won't you work for me? There you go. Problem solved. Because I have to, like, actually hold down shift again? No? Okay, that works. So we have all these homes over in here, and they're investor homes, which is totally fine. This is also helping us out with our influence, so I'm also really happy about that. But then we're going to have to get rid of, unfortunately, the school in favor of what these guys require. And where the heck are they? They're right over here. Let's see. I'm going to have to put down a members club, but I'm going to have to delete this road in order to do that, and that's fine. So I have a members club over here. They have 2 of the variety theaters, which is fine. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that's kind of redundant to have over here. I guess I could have put it in the back there as well, but they are happy, which is good. The penny farthings are definitely an issue. I'm not certain what's really happening on Inferna that's resulting in that, but I'll probably take a look-see at some point. Oh, yeah, how thrilling. I can't hear you. But let's go ahead and test out the whole mosaic idea. And I think maybe we can start with a front end here. No, let's go to an area that's a little bit... Yeah, let's just do this spot. The best way to do this is really just click and drag to get rid of as much of the paving as we had before, because it'll get rid of all the stuff that you have, or at least the ones that you're deleting. And we have 199 of the paving, the mosaic paving. And let's put that down. Yes! Yeah, that's a lot better. Yep, it's adding a lot more vibrancy, and I really like that. I think for areas like this, though, we'll just keep to the regular paving. So it's going to be subjective where we actually put it, based off of where we feel is the nicest locale. So we'll put this, like, we'll get rid of all these. And we're going to put in a bunch of the mosaic paving all around. Yeah, that really is helping quite a bit. That's helping quite a bit, actually. I'm not going to get rid of that one. We can do it on this side. Why is this side so bland? What the heck? What did I do here? Or lack thereof, more likely. I'll leave that bench there. That's fine. Get a couple trees in here, man. What the heck? I'm disappointed in my own self, let alone you guys over there probably face-palming behind you like, oh my god, he didn't know how to beautify properly? I watched the channel for beautification. I don't know if that's what you guys sound like. So I'm trying to go based off of some like historical accuracy in my own headcanon, but I'm pretty sure you guys have deeper voices than I do, and probably a lot cooler voices than I do. I mean, heck, I believe it's Tim who lives in Australia, of whom probably has the most epic accent ever. I've tried to do an Australian accent. Let me tell you, you do not want to hear it. Yes, okay, yeah, this is definitely the idea. This is so perfect. I mean, there is a bit of contrast between these two because obviously these ones are basic paving, so they'll blend in, but the other ones are not. But the mosaics are doing wonders for us. I really like it, and we're going to keep to it. Let's try to work on this long stretch right over here. Get rid of this chunk, and then we're going to get rid of this chunk. And from here to here. And then, yeah, this is really going to be based on how fast we can get the mosaics from our World's Fairs. That's really making the city pop a lot more. The more I'm putting it down, the more I'm appreciating this idea. This is why I'm like, you guys need to comment. Comment, get involved. I don't want you guys to be quiet. Obviously, it's based off of, like, if you're comfortable enough with commenting to begin with, but look, I'm always going to respond back to your comments, and I always appreciate when people chip in. It's really cool, because honestly, that is what these channels are for. As the viewer, you should definitely enjoy what you're watching. You should definitely get involved with what you're watching. And it is the duty of the creator, in my opinion, to really empower the voices of the people who are watching you. So I really, really appreciate everybody who comments on my videos and really takes the time to watch them. So that's really important to me as well. Because I would like to make this a full-time gig in the future. Right now, I can definitely be honest in saying that it is not, because, quite frankly, we just started. So there's going to be a long way to get to that point, but we will make it there in due time. So we only have 7 paving left, but I left this area open. I kind of want to do a little bit of a walkthrough and see how this looks like at ground level. We can also work in the front here and get rid of those pavings, but I'm not sure how well this is going to show up on a first-person POV, but we can take a look-see. It definitely adds a lot more colors to the city, so it's not just one single color being the white paving. Yeah, I think this is a winner. We could probably try to make some pretty cool designs going forward with, like, some forum type areas, because I'm considering starting up a forum over in the corner over there, where we've actually stopped building for now, and see how that works. So yeah, this is definitely pretty cool. Let me, hey, I need this really quick. I want to see from up here. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Perfect. Yeah, it's also just takes some time to really phase out the older pavings and swap them in for the mosaics. And you know what? That's totally worth it. Considering how much it's actually working in our favor, I'm going to do it. And I'll be, oh, banners. Conveniently went past here. Oh, look, more banners. Oh, that's fantastic. I see a banner all the way down there. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Banner. All right. Thank you. You ever notice that they have, like, Humvee type tracks after where you go? Like, if you just follow this. I mean, it's gone now, but I mean, it has, like, a actual, like, thick monster truck type tire that's following you. I don't know. That kind of gets me out of the realism for a second. Yeah, how are you looking here? So that's going to take 30 minutes. Are the other locations actually still working or not? Let's see. You are active. How's Ditchwater doing? Ditchwater is done, so we might actually be able to fill out that spot. If you're curious where they come from, the mosaic pavings, they come from refined architecture, and you get 30 every time you get this. So there's that 30. You also get the World's Fair towers and the gates, but we are not using either of those two. All right, let's go ahead and set this once more. You can also get them from the previous categories if you can't do the sumptuous one. Just do note that you won't get 30. It's just less. So let's head back over here. I want to fill out this spot. I think we should have enough to circle around the whole area, don't we? Let's see. I think we do. Oh, I don't want to... Oh, wait a minute. I totally forgot that that section was empty. Well, let's just build this first. And we're going to need... That's 4. So the next one, we'll actually... You know what? We are literally 1 off. And we'll just set the tile down there. Okay. Aerial view looking gorgeous. Okay, so where I'm thinking about for the forum, and I haven't really thought about a name. I could just go with, like, make it very, very basic and say the Grand Forum of Rantium or something like that. Is going to be somewhere in here. And I'm thinking, like, overlooking this section of the city going that direction. So that means from this point on, we can have more homes, but I want to kind of just work on this for a little bit. And the cool thing about this is that I do have a lot of these columns. The problem with it is that I also need column junctions like this. So if I want to try to plan out something like this, right? I'm gonna have to leave a spot open there and kind of build up in this direction. So let's go ahead and try this first. I'm gonna start from this side, and we're gonna bring it all the way to here. So that means this one has to be a junction, and this one, technically these two, so it'll be like one here and the next one be right here. I can actually put them in blueprint. Let's just do that. Makes it a lot easier for us so we can actually get to work on the build. Get that there, and then we'll have to get one going from here-ish. So we'll have it start here. But what I'd like to do is I'd actually like to put victory arches to get in here. So this turns, right? We'll put like 1, 2 right over here. Or maybe not. I can just have this one be right here, give it a break, and put another set over here. And then bring that forward. Because I'd like to be able to actually build in front of here a little bit, because this is going to be a major location. Actually, we don't need any of that. We just really need to have some paving to start. We'll have some paving going there, some paving going over here. And given that this is a forum, I definitely want it to be very grand. I don't think... If I push these guys back one, I probably could have put this thing down, because it's actually a decent fit. But that didn't really happen. Where's the other one? It's right here. You know what? I can dig it. I actually like that. Let's put that there. And we will have... not the columns here. I have to figure out where to put these columns. They have to be at a great spot. But obviously, banners. So we're going to put 4 banners in front. Oh, come on. I was just on... You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, okay. There's totally a fire station right here, okay? No one better tell me that a fire station is actually going to mitigate the fact that these things actually freaking catch on fire, explode, all those things. Because they are not doing as their job is intended to do. Just saying. I've a lot of hand gestures thrown in there as well. I'm also very, very hot. Not actually like, ow, oh my god, I'm just like, ooh, Vogue model. But I am 100%, like, I'm boiling, and I do not want to take off this jacket. I don't know why. I'm in one of my lazy moods. I'm also in a slightly irritable mood, if you can tell, because I have a little bit of arm pain. Just kidding. I just like to screw with you guys. I'm fine. Totally fine. Better, even. So let's figure this out here. Yeah, where? Oh, come on. Okay, okay. Yep. Good thing Bob's not here. How can we fix this, make it look a little bit better? I guess maybe put another set like this, but I do want to have something nice in the front here. What can we really bring forth the Roman feel? Well, I mean, this can kind of work, but I really appreciate this one more. We can put the golden lions. That's not bad either. That kind of works. You know what? I kind of like these globes. I haven't used them much. I'm going to use them now. And then we need the high life globe statues right here and right here. So that is a beautiful entrance to our forum. And we will have a lot of columns and all that stuff in this section later on as time progresses. We also definitely want to make sure that it is a very grand side of our city, because obviously we're not only thinking about beautification when it comes to Rantium, we're looking at how can this city be as effective as possible on multiple different fronts. So let's go ahead and build this forward a little bit. Let me just fix up this side as well, because I want to make sure I have enough space. I do have enough space to get over to, like, back here. Let's go ahead and extend this over to here, and then we're going to extend this one down-ish to here. bring this forward just a little bit and further down. So now I've actually run out of these columns, and that's okay. Just gonna blueprint it so I know exactly where everything goes and how big I want this thing. Over to here. Over to here, maybe. Go all the way down to, like, here. Spin this around. And that's all she wrote. So that is going to be our Grand Forum right over here in Rantium. And we're going to be loading this thing with a bunch of beautiful ornaments. It is going to literally be an ornament hive. We're not going to have any homes in here. We're not going to have anything as far as, like, industry, nothing. No, like, fur coat dealers, no, none of that. I wanted just a beautiful little centerpiece for the city. Can't really fit this in there properly, but I can't fit one of those. And I don't... Look, personal restraint, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm trying my best. Go ahead and build that all up in the front. I want a lot of farmer type stalls. So I mean, like, even if we spam it a little bit, I'm fine with that. But more importantly, when you get here, you're going to be tired, okay? You want to make sure you get your morning bread. So we're going to have our morning bread stand be right over here. And we need to have a couple seating arrangements. There we go. Very nice. And as we progress through, we're going to have some ornaments like these. And how about a... Do we want the clock house? No, but what we should actually do... Oh, this was missed opportunity. Oh, this was a really wasted opportunity. Okay, hold up. No. It works. Okay, I understand. Sorry, my brain just shut off for a moment, and now it's back online. Let's put one of these public timepieces over here. What I'm going to be utilizing here is going to be the steel fence works. And we're going to be essentially illuminating this section as much as we possibly can. Because then it'll be too dark, and then people won't know where the heck they're going. And it might look very generic and very basic right now, but I can assure you that it is definitely going to work in the end. So, like, right over here, we can start with a whole bunch of stalls like this. I'm just gonna copy these if it actually wants to work with me today, and we're gonna put them at different spots, like maybe some over here, one here. And we'll have a couple of other stalls kind of thrown around here. Ah, here we go. This actually is a... Wait, where the heck is it? It doesn't work, man. It just doesn't work. Why is this not working? I mean, it's working. It's just not working in my mind. There we go. See, that would probably be a lot more impactful. I think it's because of the size of the box, I say in air quotes, and where I've actually positioned these things. But, I mean, if we want something larger, I guess I could have gone with Nadaski's. See, like, Nadaski's would actually fit perfectly in the middle here. So let's go ahead and put that right there. And then going back over to this spot, I suppose we should have some sort of map to get through here. I don't want to put one like right in front of the... Yeah, I do. I should probably do that. Let's put this here. And then obviously have some trees. Let's see, where's the... basic paving right here. So what I'm thinking is in the middle, if I can actually find, I think I have to go and actually like copy a mosaic. That way we'll actually be able to see what I'm thinking about. So we have sections that will go like this, right? That have mosaics in them. And because this is also the case, I don't really care if there are people in here right now. Maybe I should get rid of these, because they are kind of messing with me. Have something like this, kind of like hugging each one of these spots out, you know what I mean? It'll definitely add a lot more color and vibrancy to it. I should actually do this. Let's get the entire stretch to have these lovely mosaics. And those are just going to be like your main ways to get through. So if that's the case, I don't want to delete Nadesky's column. It just keep like honing in on it and it's scaring me. We'll have a little box around it like this, and then we'll have stretches like so. And we're gonna pretty much hug the exterior, at least, with the mosaics. There we go. All the way down to here, down to here. Nope, not out there, please. Thank you. So naturally, this is going to take us a long time to actually get all these mosaics, because that's easily like a decent number of World's Fair events. So they're going to be constantly focusing on working. One thing I don't think I've actually built in Rantium is the really big Venetian type fountain. And I'm thinking, oh no, I did. I put it right over there. But I want to actually put another one in the forum, like right in the middle. If you guys have ever been to Las Vegas, there is a beautiful spot in the Caesar's Palace. It's one, I don't know if it's still there. That's the problem. That would actually be even. So we're gonna put this thing right here. Or maybe we can put it right here. Yeah, we'll put it right here. There's a beautiful spot in Caesar's Palace that I remember. It has this really big fountain. And there's a show pretty much like every hour or something like that, in which it is a battle of the gods. And it was always very cool, but very loud. So let's go ahead and wrap this around with mosaics. That's looking nice. This side's looking a little wonky, but it's okay. We can live with it. And then around it, we can actually go ahead and put down some of the purple flower beds. Or this is, again, my crazy brain working at the best possible time. We can go and put down the fence work around it. That'll really brighten it up. Did that work? I can't see. Yeah, it did. And then we can go over here and do the same. So that means if it's in the dark here, it'll be completely illuminated. Might be a little bit too much. That is quite bright, isn't it? Maybe I can start spacing these out, but I'll probably try to do that on my own accord, because that's going to take a little bit of microing, and I don't really want you all to watch that happen. But that's an interesting idea right over there. I want to try to continue on with this, so we'll have like some florist stalls and all that stuff over here. I want to have it like that many. Do I hear a fire? Are you kidding me? What do you mean? What the hell? Okay, we have a fire station around here, right? Yeah, it's right there. Mobilize! Thank you. Where's the other one? Oh, I did. I remember the other one was. The key word here being was. I deleted it. Whoops. Well, you know, always solve this problem. We can always solve a problem. We can solve any problem we put our minds to, right? Exactly. That's the type of spirit that we're looking for. That's what we all love and enjoy. There we go. Another fire station right here in the middle. Just trying to build this beautiful forum, and things just don't want to work for me. Yeah, you know what? I don't even want this anymore. I kind of am feeling the flower beds, actually. They will work a little bit better. It's just a problem now that there's no mosaics actually placed down. That is perfect right in the middle there, dude. Oh my god. But you know what's going to make it even better? I'll tell you what's going to make it even better. Some banners going in. Awesome. We have some market halls. Like, we'll put 3 over here. And we'll put some stuff, like, right in the center. Oh, you know what? Can we actually fit this properly? No. Why would we? Why would we ever be able to do so? We could have a second section of columns going through the center. That would actually be kind of cool. All right, we have a pavilion. I don't want to put that pavilion down here. We could probably stuff it somewhere over there. Let's connect that piece out. Let's see what else we have. We have, well, it's a grand forum. We might as well have some fishmongers. We're gonna need some fish. Have some more stalls, please. And we'll have a stall right here. Maybe we can have lights like these. I think these will probably be a little bit better. All right. Looking very good. Can we, did this problem solve itself? Yeah, it did, see? We didn't lose a single building. They all just caught on fire. Why? I don't know. Because this thing didn't erupt. I don't know what the heck was going on. I want to check in on Navarro's might. Yeah, see, that's what I'm looking for. Constantly working, and this is not running out. And I don't think he actually did arrive. What was happening essentially is, like, I had this chain working without any specialists, and we had, like, maybe 2 or 3 steel actually left in the bank here by the time he arrived. So it was working. I just don't want it to stop. But the real question is, how many do we have over here? 3,069 giggity. So honestly, I think we solved the problem, because with these guys not consuming as much of these anymore, we should be seeing a rapid influx of elevators again, because now this is going up. It's slow, but I need to still make sure that it's balanced. Because the other islands are still doing fine. Like, Amaryllis is still doing okay. Let's get some more of these. Perfect. Set you to task again. Maybe this is where Bob's at. Maybe he's just big chilling over here. I don't even know. I do. I mean, I meme on Bob, but you know what? I'm growing to like the guy. Okay. Anybody who can deal with me on a daily basis, I like. Okay, because I don't want to deal with me, and I don't want to subject others to deal with me either. This one, on the other hand, this one I don't want to ever deal with. Get some more investors here. Upgrade those guys from engineers. Are we recruiting anything? No, we're not. So our actual level with engineers is at 11,000. Okie dokie. Yeah, see, that's a bit of a problem, because, well, I mean, not necessarily. Once we actually get these guys up to some skyscrapers, that should be okay. We are essentially making an entire city of skyscrapers. So I'll probably even go ahead and change all of this to skyscrapers as well, but keep them at like level 1, max level 2. Because the goal is, the further you go in Rantium, the higher the sky rises become. So that's really the end result, but right now I'm not really certain. This is looking pretty good from an aerial shot, honestly. I think what I would like to do, though, is continue on with some columns in this particular section and this particular section. So we'll just have them kind of align the roads, as it were. Maybe not on this side, but in the middle we can. Oh. We can have a cool centerpiece here. Let me go ahead and actually, like, blueprint every single junction, because that's going to be really important. So I don't accidentally build on one spot. Put that there. Okay, and that's good. We got one there, and that's the last spot. All right. And then in the middle here, is there anything that we can just put that'll be... I don't want to have two of these things right next to each other. Just, it wouldn't work. Unless I push back Nadaski's column and make this a little bit larger, I'll probably have to think about that later on. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably what I'll think about later on. So we do actually have some more mosaics in here. Let's go ahead and build that one last little tile if I ever can find it. There it is. Oh, we are losing out on some tourists. What is going on? Are we not happy no more? What the problem is? Huh? Oh. What? We're out of rum? How the heck did that happen? I'm not bringing rum? Whoops. Well, it's mostly because I brought timber in there. Okay, well, get rid of the work clothes. We need to bring in some rum. Whoopsie. Where's the rum at? I completely forgot. Rum. There it is. Okay, well, we don't only want 10. Okay, let's go for like 100. There we go. That'll work. Sorry. I know how much you guys love your rum. One would say you're pirates in disguise. Okay, so now we can go ahead and build these mosaics in the front so we can actually see what it looks like. So we brought it all the way up to there. Yeah, that's really cool. That's some like actual pathways of getting through here. I kind of want to put a souvenir type shop. It was part of that. You know, I was actually there and I completely clicked off of it and clicked on to like literally everything else. And the idea is that we actually see a lot of people walking along these mosaic pavings. That's why I'm trying to build as much of these particular NPC generating ornaments as much as possible so we can actually see that happen. Because that's the way that you actually get them, from what I can tell, is that if you actually build ornaments that require people to stand near them to have effect, they start to walk around them. Nice little effect, I think. I don't know what I can do in the middle here. Maybe, let's go to some basic stuff. Do you want a temperate grove? Let's see what it will look like in the middle here. It would look kind of nice. It does add this little tranquil feel to it, but am I married to it? No, not really. I'll have to figure that out in due time. So I would like to have a food court type area. I know it doesn't really make sense, but you know, we're trying to pull the Anno 1800 version of a forum over here, and that means that we're gonna have to have some food. Put this thing right over here. We do have a morning bread over on that side, but I kind of want to have one on this side as well. This is a really big children's playground, so I guess we can put that right over here. And we can also put the sand pit right over here in this corner. And we will need a street light over here. Oops, that wasn't supposed to turn. There we go. There we go. Something like this. There's plenty of seating everywhere. And we'll have a steel clock house in the very middle. Gonna have to have some trees, make it even better. That's not trees, it's luggage. We don't care about luggage in here. The other ones, please. Get this, this, and this. Maybe this. Beautiful little farm. Love to see it. So, like, when their parents are eating, the kids are over here playing. May not be the safest location, but it is what it is. I wish I could have, like, some police-type ornaments down over here. Put that right there. We can have this little seating area and a newspaper stand right there too. I really want to kind of at least fix out this side though. It's starting to look very nice as we're building on it more and more. I think the centerpiece is obviously Nadaski's column. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to pull back Nadaski's column by 1. And I'll extend to this spot because there's a cool little... Where is Nadaski's column? It's right there. There we go. Get rid of those, get rid of those. Add a little bit of a different sound effect. What the heck? Okay. Yep, this is going to be better. Wonderful. And we're going to, if this wants to work, put that there. Gonna get rid of these two. Gonna get rid of those. That's not what I wanted, game. Apparently it really wants me to build a Nadaski's column. And in the middle here, Shadow actually wanted me to try to put something as far as like showcase Traxios's insane gold reserves. There is going to be one that's going to go in the palace as well, but I kind of want to put one over here too. And that is going to be the memorial, which is literally, from what I can tell, made out of solid gold. So I put that thing right in the middle. That's actually going to be pretty cool. And maybe this statue can kind of simulate or depict our governors destroying Margaret Hunt's fleet in the Great War. I actually like that. I really enjoy bringing in that type of realism to our campaign. Let's go ahead and check on our World's Fairs just to see how they're progressing. You are almost done. 10 seconds left on that one. How you doing? You still need some time. And then, obviously, the one in Rantium still hasn't started up yet. Otherwise, we would have had a notification, right? Yeah, it's about to start. Amaryllis is also doing its thing. Yeah, so this one's just going now. Checking in on our elevators. 626. Love to see it. We have plenty of steam motors just in case we need to go and send some over to Zerexalon to build some more ships. I love it when a plan comes together. Did you also know that in this whole time frame, apparently the game was accumulating additional Great Eastern permits for me? I have not told it to do this at all, okay? So we have 4 Great Easterns that we can actually build. You want to see them actually built? Why the heck not? Provided we actually have enough steam motors in here to do it. We have 588. Yeah, we're good. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 Great Easterns coming out of the gates right over here. That'll be actually kind of cool to see. What we're going to use them for? Well, maybe to transport all that brass. They're not going to be as fast as the reefers by any means, but they will be good. Have 8 cargo slots on the water? Fantastic. Maybe bring in some additional resources. You know what I actually need to check too? Do we have any more palaces? We have 106! Can build some more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh man, I got really happy. 106 total wings, but I think I built them kind of wonky. Let's actually properly build them. I like that little arch at the top to be facing outward. Makes a lot of sense. So we're trying to finish out this area right over here. And let's see how much the range extended. So now we should actually see it go all the way up this ridge, which it has reached it. Nice. Love to see it. And we are a little bit into this side and going down to here. We have crossed the bridge. We're into this spot. It needs to get down to this town hall and over into this side. This is where we're going to have to really like push it because we want to make sure that the power stations are actually going to have an increased radius. That'll be very, very good. An aerial shot of this Grand Forum is actually looking pretty cool too. Okay, so I kind of, I always say that I haven't really been using a lot of these billboards. So I kind of want to do that. I'm going to see what I can do with it at least. So we're going to block it off with one section of mosaics, and we're going to have a whole bunch of these billboard placements. Have the Annual Union right over here. We can have the Annoholic banner right over here, the, billboard. We have the Merry Christmas billboard, which Christmas is coming. I might actually invest in getting that pack. Happy Halloween. Didn't even know that one existed. Stroll down Billboard Lane. Annoholic thing right over here. We have the Anno Union banner right over here, and then the Annoholic banner right over here in this corner. We got that one. We got the community banner, or what do I keep saying banner? They're billboards. Have that billboard right over here. So this is like a little historical site, maybe. What is this? Quarter of a century rocket. Huh, that actually be interesting to see work. What other ones do we have? I know there's some... here we go. We have the anarchist billboard. I was going to say banner again. Let's put that one right... You know what? These ones are kind of facing only one direction, so... I'm going to get rid of these. I'm going to put that there. There's also the Sunken Treasures billboard. Botanical Garden one. I don't see any in here. Anarchist we have. We did that one. Botanical. We have the Passage. We don't have anything for Seat of Power. Docklands doesn't seem to have anything. Tourists don't have to see anything. Shocker. We have a tower billboard. We have the Skyline Tower right over here. Do we want to put them like right in front of each other like this? Because over here it wouldn't make sense. Yeah, let's put it like this. We can have the back facing over there. It may not look the nicest, but I mean, we already have some that are facing in that direction anyway. The Annoholic column is what's messing with me. So let's put this over here. None for that. Empire of the Skies has nothing, and then New World Rising also has nothing. Do any of you guys have billboards? You have the face in a hole one. You don't have it. You're good. Doesn't seem like the other ones have any one of those. So I need to go ahead and put down that Annoholic column. Probably like right in the middle. And I think this really showcases someone being a real Annoholic. All the billboards, all the DLCs, all that good stuff. I put that one, right? The community one right here? Yep, okay. So, I mean, which one is this even from? Award from the 2022 Community Challenge. Interesting. I don't even remember that. Gone through so many eras of Anno 1800, I just can't remember each one. So we'll put the Happy Halloween one right over here, and then we're going to put the Merry Christmas one right over here. This is a little section of history. I think that's what I'm going to call it. And we're going to go ahead and put a newspaper stand over here and a couple of seating arrangements. Everyone can come and see our history too, because we've actually had to deal with every single one of these situations at different times. So we currently had to deal... The most recent one in this whole timeline was actually Skyline Tower constructions. We are an Annoholic by default. We are part of the Anno Union. The Anarchist, that one is one that I got last. I recently purchased the Anarchist DLC, but he's obviously not enabled in this run. Sunken Treasures, obviously, we're here with it. The community banner billboard. We have the Botanical Garden billboard, which we've been using. The Passage, which is all the way up there. I'm surprised why the Seat of Power doesn't have one, though. I guess the Regal Standard kind of makes up for that. And we should definitely go ahead and put 2 of those down. And we should honestly put down some of our lovely trees. Oh, you know what? We could honestly have some lights in here. This would work very well, right up against Nadaski's column. We also have some facing towards this. So we'll get rid of these 2. Let's see what will be better. The bigger light or the smaller light? The smaller light seems to illuminate more. Why? I don't even know. Get rid of... Let's see if we can get rid of this tile. No. Shoot. I'm going to zoom in all the way. Look how sensitive that is. Do I want to... Here, I'll try something interesting out here. No, 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 no. What the heck am I doing? What am I doing? I have completely lost it. Golden opportunities. That is what I've been missing out today. There we go. One on each side. Perfect. Love to see it. And go back to dawn mode so I can actually see. Let's go ahead and finish this side out. Lovely. I really wish we did have some more mosaics to work with, but we will in the next episode, that's for sure. But right now, the forum is looking pretty good. It's like half done. And then obviously getting the columns and such in order to build all these is definitely going to be important as well. So it's also another bit of architectural thing that you get from the World's Fair going forward. And you get a decent amount of them, so we should be able to fill this spot all out. I think in the back here, we can go ahead and put a hot air balloon. It's in a nice spot. And it's already on our colors being purple. So we're just going to leave it like that. And that is a pretty decent view of the city. Even from the forum. We needed to have a forum somewhere. Because we have this little farmer's market over in here. We have a couple of other spots. Like we have an amusement park right in the front there. This one's currently active. So I think it's anti-landscaping that you actually get. There's yeah, columns and channels to match the ancient style. That's where you get that from. So that's also working out pretty well to actually get this whole thing situated. And having a whole bunch of these guys also be up to investors is also really good. Let's see if I actually do this properly this time. Hey, I did it. Nice. So all of them are looking pretty solid. Do these guys have a members club in here, or are they upset? They do not even have a members club, so that means we're going to have to get rid of this school. Or we could actually get rid of certain sections of stuff in here, leave that, and then build a members club over there. They don't need the university at all, do they? Who's using the university here? These guys are. Yeah, so I can't get rid of the university quite yet. I can't get rid of the university here either. Okay. I think to some degree we're going to have some sort of engineer home, and these guys should be it. If these guys don't have the university, that's not a big deal. I just don't have a room to put it anywhere else unless I start to really restructure certain things. So that university unfortunately has to stay. What I'll probably do is oh, I got a church right over here. I'm going to hell. Let's go ahead and put down a members club like right here. It's actually perfect placement. Love to see it. Our problem solving is top tier. Lovely. So now they'll be a little bit happier because now they have the members club. The only thing that they would want now is really the bank and obviously penny farthings, which I don't know what the heck is going on. That's the next thing to really check, along with expanding upon this beachfront to actually have a couple more of the piers over here so we don't see any ships just, you know, kind of waiting, which hasn't really been the case for the most part. It's just mostly been they come in, they drop off, there's maybe like one or two waiting, and then they go. But I don't want there to ever be a time in which they stop. It's totally like they can't just go all around here to the massive piers that we have built over here and utilize these. Why would they? Okay, why would they? What coal prices are these days, you know. I can't blame them. So this should be finished, and let's get the refined architecture. Some more of those. Set it to task again. So that's literally all I've been doing. Got some penny farthings in there. And we can go ahead and build out this section. Build out that. And just a couple more. Looking good. It will be nice to see people walking on them and going to and from different sections of the forum. But so far, it's looking pretty solid. Overall, island's looking awesome. can't complain, will not complain, refuse to complain. Don't ever turn into a complainer. I did for a time in my life, and I didn't even like my own self during that time. It was just never fun. Solve the problems. If you can't solve the problem immediately, take some time, figure it out, and you just recoup, regroup, all that good stuff. So in the front, I am absolutely loving the mosaic design. Even from an aerial view that you can see it kind of right now, it is looking a lot better. And we're going to try to do the exact same with the rest of Rantium. So everyone thank Patrick for that idea. Definitely a very, very good one, and one that we're definitely going to utilize going forward. Along with Alex with the numidium, definitely an excellent idea to get a lot of brass out of one location, which we're going to work on at some point, or we're going to see. And it is a little bit of a bittersweet moment for me right now, because I am now realizing that this campaign, when we're done with this city, this series is over. So it turns into the Anno 1800 modded campaign after this one, of course. But there's always going to be a very special place in my heart for this campaign, because this is the one that got this channel on the map, and it made it possible for me to meet all of you, which is fantastic. And I love speaking to every single one of you. So please comment. I love reading your comments. I enjoy responding to your comments every single day. It makes this journey even more worthwhile, being able to speak to amazing people such as yourself. So until next time, please consider like, commenting, subscribing, hit that bell button, sharing it with your friends. As always, thank you so much for supporting me, supporting the channel, supporting the Imperium's rise. You are the OGs who are here now, and trust me, I will never forget you. 100% will never forget you. I'm not the type of person to just instantly forget somebody who helped me out at any time of my life. I still go and I thank the people from way back being with me and still being friends with me from like 7th grade. So trust me when I say I will never forget you. Until next time, my friends, I hope you have a great day, and I will catch you on the next episode, my Rantians.